And out of the red corner today, we have Big Mac Galloway. Mac, how do you think the debate's going to go today?
Well, Will, they call me the maniac psycho. My mind is vital. My voice in the speakers is hot and it might blow. Fast and not slow. The flow of the tempo. On your mark, get set, go. My speed like Flojo. I'm running through this thing like my blood is petrol. Try to battle me, yo, SS Loco. I've been holding back. It's time I let go. My voice is lethal, on point like a needle. Smooth and classic like a 7-8 Rico. I have no equal, a hip-hop hero. The heart of a lion, bold like an ego. Connect with a track like a train at the depot. Competition is weak like Shaq at the free throw. That's all I got to say, Will. It's going to be on.
And today, out of the blue corner, we have Terry Goody. Terry, how do you think this debate is going to go today?
Well, all I got to say is I'm 34 years old, and I've been debating for 34 years, and I ain't lost a debate since I was born. So it's been 34 years since I lost a debate. So I'm about to go and win this debate on an ease matter. So I'm just ready. This going to have to be easy, and I'm about to grow my channel off of this. So I'm ready. YouTube, what's good? It's your boy TD, and I'm back again with another video. And actually, this time, guys, it's a debate. And I'm with my homeboy here, Mac. What's good, bro?
Man? Everything's everything.
So look, guys, we're going to debate some topics today. Thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to comment and also subscribe to this channel if you haven't, because I'm going to keep giving you cutting-edge information and also cutting-edge debates. So the first topic for today, guys, is who is going to win Super Bowl 55 between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs? So I think the Kansas City Chiefs are going to win. But let me give you some game script, the reason why I think the Kansas City is going to win. So last time that they played each other, Tampa Bay blitzed Pat Mahomes because they didn't want him to have time. I thought that was a bad idea. To me, I think the Tennessee Titans, the game plan that they had when they almost beat them last year in the playoffs, when Derrick Henry and them jumped on them like 21-3. So I think you should drop everybody back in the zone. You can't let Tyreek Hill and Mecole Hardman get one-on-one in the outside. Yes, that's going to let Travis Kelce get one-on-one with linebackers in the soft zone, but with that going on, that's pick your poison. So I'd rather them take 12 or 14 plays to get down to the red zone in order just one play with Tyreek for 70 yards. So they're going to blitz. They got to. This is the way their corners is built. This is the way this defense is built. This is the way Todd Bowles calls his defenses. So if you blitz, that's going to be one-on-one with Tyreek Hill, and it's going to be opening up for everybody else. So they're going to use some gadgetry plays, show you Tyreek, bam, Mecole Hardman deep. And so this is what Tampa going to want to do. Tampa, they not going to leave Tyreek Hill one-on-one. So they're going to try to have a safety over the top of a Tyreek, and this is going to be 12, 14 catches for Travis Kelce, easily. And right. I just believe they're just going to be my score of the game, I think it's going to be 31-21. And the reason why it's going to be 31-21 because they're just not going to be able to stop him. Tom Brady's going to have a good game. Everybody's going to clap. Yeah, you the GOAT, whatever, all that. But it's just, you can't stop these guys. They're too fast. They don't have the right type of defense, I believe, to stop Kansas City. So my score, again, is going to be 31-21. Tyreek Hill, 2 touchdowns. Travis Kelce, 1 or 2 touchdowns. Pat Mahomes, 3 to 4 touchdowns, maybe 1 pick. That's my game script.
Hey, in a perfect world, that sounds great, and I do agree to a certain extent. Although, come on now, this is California Tom. This is what everybody has been wanting. It's been scripted this way for Tampa Bay to be here at home.
Okay.
No team has ever done it, and we'll get into the historicity of the whole Tom Brady lineage and being the GOAT and all that type of stuff. But long story short, although I think KC will win or has a great chance, or they should win, but I think they're going to give it to Tom. Now, here's some of the key points. And the main thing, the main reason I feel like that, what they're going to do, because Bowles, like you said, he's great in his game script and what he does and so on and so forth, trying to slow Tyreek down, the whole Kansas City offense. But it's about that running game. They've got to establish the running game. And what better way to do it when you got studs like Fournette, Rojo. I can't believe I said Rojo is a stud, but he's been playing that way.
I agree with
this
that.
This year has been phenomenal. So what they're going to do is establish the run, control, the clock, keep Pat off the field. That's the key. If they can keep Pat off the field and get some penetration, that front line's got to get some penetration. Jones and Matthews back there, he's a beast. Mm-hmm. We all know what he does. But they're gonna have to cover press Tyreek. Mm-hmm. You got to put hands on him at the line. If he gets free, it's a wrap. Mm-hmm. It's over. Mm-hmm. So they're gonna try to put hands on him, slow him up, coming off that line. We can't do nothing about Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce is a beast. He is what he is. He is a prototypical in today's game, the prototypical tight end. Quick, fast, strong. There's nobody he can get in the soft coverages in the zone. Mm-hmm. They don't necessarily have the interior lineman to stay with him. Mm-hmm. KC runs a lot of zone busts where he'll run deep, push the defenders back, mm-hmm. and then Kelce have quick slants underneath the coverage. Uh-huh. So they're gonna have to stop those type of plays. If they're gonna kind of limit that a little bit, mm-hmm. I think Tampa Bay's got a very, very, very good chance. And my score is probably 21-17. So I don't think it's going to be an extravagant blowout. Mm-hmm. I think if they control the game, limit big plays from Pat, mm-hmm. allow Tom to be able to do his thing. That's even hard for me to say because, like I said, we'll get into the whole Tom Brady mm-hmm. debate. But I feel like that's the flow, and that's what's going to happen because let's be honest, y'all, they want Tom Brady to win this championship.
I don't care what they want, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
But that's fine. But that's what they want. I mean, the media. This is a storybook. Tom breaking away from Bill. Mm-hmm. How the Patriots went and how they did what they did. How their season just plummeted. Mm-hmm. Now Tom's sitting here. In fairy tale land. They want Tom to win this ring.
Okay.
Point blank. Period.
So. I love your game script because if I'm Tampa Bay Buccaneers, this is what I'm doing. I'm running Leonard Fournette and Rojo gonna have 30 carries between the two.
Right.
And that sounds good. Mm-hmm. But if your defense can't make them punt, mm-hmm. if they go up and score on that first possession, you're in trouble. Because you're not gonna be able to run the ball, mm-hmm. and you down on this team. If team get out 10 points, the Super Bowl will be over. So you keep mm-hmm. trying to run. So Tom's gonna have to put the ball out to Mike Evans and Godwin because Andy Reid is too good of a play caller when he has a bye. Mm-hmm. And he has a bye between, the Super Bowl. That's what they do every year, right? Do you know what Andy Reid's record is when he gets 1 week to prepare for you?
What?
He's like 80%, bro. He 80%, so that almost is that's 80%. So 80% of his whole career. I'm talking about with backup quarterbacks, Donovan McNabb. Ever since Andy Reid has been an OC and also a head coach, he is almost unbeatable on a bye. So he's going to draw out plays that with Tyreek, Travis Kelce, that eventually is going to bust open in the game.
Right.
So if you can get up on them. 28 points. I said what I said. 28 points. Not just 21 points because we've seen this. Them boys was down almost 21 points in the fourth quarter going to San Francisco.
Right.
And what happened? 1/3 and 17. Bam. Tyreek caught it. It busted the game open. Mm-hmm. So, bro, that keeping the game close, you in trouble. So you gonna have to run the ball, yes, and then you're gonna also have to put up 28 points and get ahead of them. Mm-hmm. So if you don't get up 28 points on these guys, bro, you're gonna be in trouble. Tyreek. Eventually, he's gonna have a one-on-one coverage, and eventually, you're gonna have your corners are gonna have to prevail.
Right. So, he's gonna get an explosive play, no doubt. But again, Antonio Brown, Evans, Godwin, Gronk. I mean, this is like an all-star game, like none other.
Oh, what? Do you mean a retirement home all-star game?
Hey, we'll see. They hadn't played like that all year.
If Antonio Brown was healthy, I might be a little bit nervous, but Antonio Brown is the key because he's unguardable. Ain't nobody can guard him. I'm not. Yes, the run game scares me. Tampa Bay can win by the run game, But at the end of the day, when we got 8 in the box, do I trust Mike Evans and Godwin to kill the one-on-one coverage?
Right.
I don't trust it to do it every time. I seen it last week. Mike Evans, I don't know what happened to him in that game. That's why Tom Brady threw 3 picks, because he was trying to trust Mike. So if Antonio Brown is healthy, you got a better chance. But I still we just talking of ways of to keep the game close. Kansas City gonna win by 10 points. So I said
We'll
what
see.
I said.
We'll see. All right. So look, here's a topic of debate that has been going on throughout the past few weeks, even longer than that.
Okay.
And this is also kind of great to, implement this into, this debate here. Who is the GOAT? Everybody want to talk about the GOAT versus the baby GOAT and all those. And that's a little premature in my opinion.
Okay.
All right. But I'm going to give you some of my ideas or thought process on this GOAT situation. Everybody want to deem Tom as the GOAT. I don't think so.
Okay. You see how you gonna rebuttal this one?
I'm telling you. So here's the thing. How can you claim somebody to be the GOAT? All right, let me back up. So now if he went forward from Tampa Bay and won 6-7 rings from this point on,
Okay.
I might be able to give him something. And we know that's
So the
crazy.
GOAT with 12 rings. That's what he said. The GOAT with 12 rings.
Well, so here's the thing. So we're trying to dismiss the Tuck rule. We're trying to dismiss Spygate. Or we're trying to dismiss Deflategate, with Baby Tom's, his little baby hands. He had to, take the air out of the ball so he can grab it and get an advantage. These are things that have been documented and have been, they came out, they got punished for it, so on and so forth. And these are true facts. These are not hearsay. So they basically cheated. Now, I get it. Bill, he told Tom, or whatever the case may be, he's the leader. But my thing is, if you're taking a test and somebody calls you a genius, but you got all the answers to the test, are you really a genius?
Oh, okay. He's trying to go with, okay.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So he's a tier 1 quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I give him that. But the GOAT, he is not. Come on, man. He got beat by the other Eli, the one that chews crayons. You feel what I'm saying? Twice. You feel what I'm saying?
That's true.
My idea of a GOAT is somebody like Joe Montana, Terry Bradshaw. These guys won 4-0, undefeated. You understand what I'm saying? So, you take away all this little Deflategate and all this type of stuff. I mean, and it's been on record, ESPN, another entities had a thing called Outside the Lines where they had this expose and it came out. The Spygate was way deeper than what we all expected. And this came out in like 2015. And they were talking about how some of the Patriot scout teams were disguised as Patriots TV, Kraft Productions, things of that nature. Sending them in there to steal plays. Come on, bro. If he's the GOAT, why do you need that type of an advantage? You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
But again, going back, like I said, his skill set, him reading the defenses and things of that nature, I say it's minimalistic at best.
Okay.
Compared to these guys like a Joe Montana, like I said, a Terry Bradshaw, some of the other greats, even a Dan Marino.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
I just can't see it. And Pat Mahomes, he very well may be baby GOAT, but let's pump the brakes on that.
I agree with that.
You feel what I'm saying? We're gonna pump the brakes on that. Gonna give him a little time on that. But I just don't understand how you can get people like Pete Rose, who got a lifetime ban for cheating. John Calipari, his situation in NCAA where he had Derrick Rose supposedly records, changed or what have you. Then they, erased some of his records on NCAA, tournaments and everything. All that's dismissed. Why ain't Tom's? So
I like what you said there, but I think you missed the boat. I think you missed the little thing there that tells all of that, and you named a lot of fact checking, but you didn't state the undertone, which is a trickle down effect.
Okay.
So let me give you an example. Say our president sends us to war. So he'd be like, yeah, this happened, blah, blah, blah. He go through the Senate. They say, yeah, let's go to war. He sends us to war. And the president puts in there, he tells his warriors or soldiers to go and kill all women and children.
Right.
When we come back and we find out that happened, which we are responsible for war crimes, right? So I'm just so work with me here, guys. Who's gonna get it in trouble? Once they come back and see what happened,
Right.
Are we taking the whole army and we're gonna put them all in jail?
Well, I mean, the ones that
Are there any great generals that did that command that he said? Are we gonna say those generals need to be put in jail too because they listened to what the president said? So what I'm saying is, Bill Belichick is the head man in that place.
Right.
So when he is telling Tom, you go deflate those balls. Well, however you want them, you put them there.
Right.
What Tom said, no, I'm not doing that. Matter of fact, give me an interview right now. Bill just asked me to deflate the ball. Is that what you asking him to do?
No. Well, but what I'm saying is, you made the point clear. I said if he going forward from this point on, pre-Bill or after Bill, then we can consider everything with Bill. To me, in my mind, you can dismiss it.
Bill is the man. Bill is the one that cheated. If you said Bill is not the GOAT coach, I get that. That's a fair point. I can't rebuttal that because he's been caught red-handed, cheating, doing all kinds. Tom Brady didn't tell those guys to go in there and talk about craft productions.
Right.
Tom Brady didn't say that. Tom Brady only playing for the coach that he's playing, and he's going to take advantage of what he needs to do, what his coach telling him to do. He can't go against his coach. That's insubordination.
But we talking about the integrity of the game.
That ain't got nothing. But Tom, listen, if your boss tell you to take a hammer and bash your computer,
right?
What are you gonna do?
If I follow the orders, true enough. But if that's on my record and I go somewhere else, I'm gonna be stigmatized. Oh, this guy goes and bashes computers.
And that's a low level thinking individual to try to say that's your fault when you following what your boss do. Because if you want to go rogue and do what you want to do, you're not gonna be nowhere wrong.
Right. So if a dog goes somewhere and he bites people and he has a history of biting people, are you going to put him around kids? No, because you're going to think, okay, this guy, he's got this stigma or he's got a history of doing this. That's what I'm saying. In my mind, and where everybody should understand, even when Tom is under this umbrella, the Bill Belichick umbrella, that stigma is around him. There's no way you can tell me that when you're getting caught cheating and signal calls from the defensive end and you're stealing the signals, it makes it much easier for the quarterback, right?
But that's not my point. My point is, why are you blaming Tom Brady for what the coach did? Tom Brady didn't get suspended. So let me tell you what happened. So nobody has said this before, and I want to go ahead. I'm going to speak for Tom Brady. I'm going to give him his point. So when Tom Brady was informed to, make the balls to your level, whatever you want the pressure in the balls to be, guys, Tom is a true warrior, like mafia level. He didn't tell on Bill. And he's going to write a book on this. And wait, guys, and you just mark me on this. And when his career is over, he's going to say, listen, he's going to write a book and say, listen, that was Bill. But he didn't tell. He took that 4-game suspension. That's why they gave him all that money. They took his salary down that way. It was going to hurt him and gave him a $25 million signing bonus. And the reason why they did that because he stayed true for Bill. He took all this for Bill. He like, Bill, you did this. He could have told everything and Bill would have got suspended and Bill's career would have been over because Bill had been caught cheating too many times.
Right.
So Tom Brady, you sitting around, you knocking. See, that's what happens in life. The man that got the honor, he ain't nothing. If he wins 7 from now on. But instead of him giving him, it's like, you know what? That man true. Even though it don't look good, he saved his coach. He took all that. That's what a leader does. And that's why Tampa Bay is in the Super Bowl right now. Not because Tom is super duper talented, throwing off backhand like Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes can never be the leader that Tom Brady is going to be. Tom Brady, when he go to his team and they talking about him kissing guys, we all know, like, I ain't kissing guys, but I'm not going to knock that man for what he's doing because that man's spirit is like that. He's showing, look, I can go down to the lowest of all my teammates, and I can go up, and I'm gonna treat everybody the same. And so Bruce Arians, he has nothing to do with Bruce Arians. You're not coaching this team. You just got an infrastructure. Tom Brady is the leader to get everybody on the same page. So same thing in New England. When Bill Belichick is destroying him on camera, when Tom has threw for 4 touchdowns in a great game, and then Bill Belichick picks out one bad thing and mocks Tom Brady in front of the whole team, and he takes it. This is why he's been getting why New England is great. When Tom Brady left, now it's gonna go down because he don't have a great player that can take that like that. Most players, as young guys, are not gonna take that bashing.
Right.
So Tom Brady was so great and so much of a leader. That's why he wanted to leave. He's like, man, Bill been doing me wrong. I took this cheating. You see what he took? What is in his mind. So he got people thinking like this. He got people thinking like this because Tom Brady had more values and said, I'm not gonna tell on Bill. But if he tell on Bill, then he get ostracized. And then he say, no, well, yeah, it was Bill. Because he said this and this and this and this. Because he broke you down details. You like, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know Bill did this and told this and manipulated this and so evil and diabolical this. So for you to blame Tom Brady is basically you riding Tom Brady. And that's it in my opinion.
Hey, he got beat by Eli Manning twice, man.
Hey, everybody got beat. Everybody got beat some. You know, Jordan got beat early by the Detroit Pistons. None of them Detroit Pistons is on this level. But that's another story. But we was talking about the GOAT.
Right.
Jordan is my GOAT. But it's different ways to lead. Jordan led one way, Tom Brady leads another way. I'm not going to say Tom Brady cheated because Bill Belichick is doing things that's illegal. And I agree with that. But, man, to put that on him because come on, you know the leadership position. You got to follow that command, man.
Right.
Unless you just going to go out and say and go rogue and be what they call it, a whistleblower.
Right.
Come on, man. He's not going to be no whistleblower. He kept integrity for the locker room. You know what stays in the locker room stays. What's said in the locker room stays in the locker room. So he's not going to out his players, bro.
Hey. Well, that's one we got to continue on. But again, like
let me ask you one quick question. So if he write a book and tell you that Bill did this, and this, and he's right hand up to God, and he said that's just the truth, man. I swear. Do you look at it any different, or you still that ain't what your point? You saying I don't care how if there's any cheating involved, you all go down.
Well, the thing is, like I said, I'm not dismissing his talent, but what makes a quarterback true and great is to be able to read defenses, to be able to do those type of things. When that's intertwined with the cheating, I can't get with that, man. Because you stole calls from another defensive.
Who did? Tom Brady did.
It doesn't matter. The point is, whoever did it is fed to Tom. There's no way you can sit there and say
it doesn't matter.
So
Because
why,
you can get information that is got done illegally, but you receiving it in a legal way.
So you telling me they stole plays from an opposing team, and Tom's like, no, I'm not going to use that.
No, he's like, I'm not going to care where it came from because I'm not doing anything. I'm just doing what I got to do for the game plan.
Right.
I'm not saying he'll be a fool. I think it'll be honorable. But is that cutting off your nose to spite your face? Like, no, I'm going to blow up this whole team. Bill did this. I mean, wow, bro. Nobody's never done that. So Pete Rose and Tom Brady's two different. Pete Rose gambling. If Tom Brady was gambling and throwing games and people was throwing games for him, then I would say you right.
But cheating is cheating, bro.
No, it's not. Not when you got a head coach that is cheating and you have to follow. Because any game plan he give you, you might say you cheating. What if he didn't cheat on this one? So you don't know. You just got to get your game plan and play. That's it, because you a soldier. The soldiers don't ask. Wait a minute, who told you that? President Bush told you that? No, no, come here in politics. Bush is telling us to do. Come on, bro. You gonna get. I mean, even the military, you gonna even get killed. And in football, ain't nobody gonna want to be on your team. You don't do. There's a lot of stuff that go in the locker room that people will want to hear, but that people ain't gonna never say. And they ain't gonna write books. Skip Bayless have wrote books about players like Troy Aikman and stuff like that, and they won't even talk to him to this day because his stuff in the locker room like that. No, bro, you don't come out with that type of stuff. So you gotta understand the protocol of command. And then put it on the leader. The leader has to word, not the guy, not the soldiers following.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess we'll have to agree to disagree on this one, but this be one we can expound on at a later date, because it's a lot more layers to this.
It is.
That I feel like that we can,
turn over. Yes.
And then, unveil it. But at any rate.
So, where do you think Deshaun Watson is going to end up in the NFL? Well, and this is for fantasy implications. So this is just not a debate about the Super Bowl or anything like that. But this is for fantasy. So, guys, you got to start preparing because y'all know you're doing your dynasty picks and stuff like that. You want to know who receivers is going to be getting balls thrown to him from Deshaun Watson, right? So, I think Deshaun Watson should go to Indy. Now, if Indy going to make that move or not, I don't know. But they have a great offensive line.
Right.
The one, probably the best. Good running back, with your boy, what's his name? I'm sorry, I got a brain freeze. Yeah,
I'm gonna brain
Taylor.
freeze. Yep,
Taylor.
Yep, Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor. Then you got some decent receivers.
Yeah,
you got T.Y. that's what T.Y. need. He need a deep ball. T.Y. he would come back to be T.Y. Hilton.
And he still got 2 good years left.
Exactly, he do maybe more. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Pascal. Then you got Pittman, Michael Pittman, the young stud. He's gonna be a good player.
Right.
And
Jack
then they got
Doyle.
Jack Doyle. Then they also got a good defense.
Yes.
And that defense, I love that defense. They play a nice little cover 2 where they keep the safeties back, where they're not gonna give up big plays.
Right.
And they gonna keep everything underneath. And they got good flowing linebackers with Darius Leonard. He's been leading the league in tackles for a while. I think that would be a good place. Okay. But let me get back to this. So Deshaun Watson, I want to address this. It's not really off topic, but it's just, I don't need to address this. And I've done this in one of my videos, guys. So don't forget to go to my Deshaun Watson video, and I talked about this. And also, don't forget, guys, to comment and subscribe if you haven't already. But, so Deshaun Watson, why did you sign the contract?
Right.
Why did you sign the contract, bro? So listen, I'm all about player progression, but this is a business. I always respect the business side of it, because you can't act like you can, like, and that's off a little bit, but it's kind of like goes with Kyrie. Like, Kyrie, yeah, you got other things that's going on, but you on a contract, and you got to do what the contract says. You making that money, you got to abide by the contract. You sign it. So and don't let me be off. Did he sign that deal after was traded, or he signed that deal while he was still there?
I think he was still there.
Okay,
but that's kind of like I was thinking as you were saying that, because I think it was under the guys that, see, we got to think about this too. They probably blew smoke and told him some things that they were gonna do, and it didn't come to pass.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. I'm glad you said that. So, but after D-Hop. So I didn't think he had a nice infrastructure earlier.
Okay.
So I thought that he could have got more money than Pat Mahomes. I said what I said. And the reason why is because he don't have Andy Reid calling his plays.
Right.
He don't have a Tyreek Hill. He had a D-Hop.
Yeah.
Will Fuller's a good player too.
Yes.
But he didn't have the infrastructure. They've been trading the picks. They just Bill O'Brien wasn't making good moves. Even though he had been going to the playoffs, he wasn't making good moves. So if I was Deshaun, I would like, okay, if in case something happens like what happened,
right.
I got a bag. I got a bag. So whatever I play through it, I'm not going to raise. Now, I get with him raising Kane right now, but that's if you don't even sign your deal yet. Now you raise Kane, you can get out of there off that deal. To sign a new deal this year, last year, and then ready to get out now, I think I get it, because they did disrespect him by not telling him who his OC was going to be and who the head coach was going to be. But Deshaun, you signed the deal, and you should have got more money, because this is tendencies of the Houston franchise.
Yes.
It was out. They had showed tendencies. So I thought he should have got a 8 to 10 year type deal that he was going to get paid a lot of money to be there. And that way, if something happened, Bill, he could still have his money, and we're going to build around you. But he signed a 4-year deal because I thought he was hard up for money. I said what I said. Right. I thought he was just hurry up to get the deal. I wouldn't have signed it because Houston just didn't, you know what I'm saying? I just didn't, I wasn't down with Houston, but I get it. It's money.
Right.
I probably might have done it too, because it's $100 million. It's $114 million.
Right.
So Deshaun Watson, you got to take some responsibility for that.
Okay.
But also, I'm hearing about things about him going to the Jets. That's fine. And then he's asking for a trade. I would have got out of there when the owner said the inmates is trying to run the asylum.
Yeah.
But see, now he want to get that energy off of just the OC, bro. So why that broke the camel's back? Like, I feel like other things was even way more important. Now you talk about the culture, which I know what he said. He's basically talking about, he think it's racism going on when he talking about culture.
Right.
But bro, you seen other things of that, so you still signed that deal. So I'm not just giving him 100% of it. Deshaun, do what you want to do. Yeah, they did terrible. 75%, yeah, but the other 30% or 25%, he needs to take ownership for that, because he didn't. He's seen tendencies of this franchises doing dumb things, and he should have either said, nope, I'm not signing the deal right now, or broke the bank. And that way, the bank is kind of like, okay, it'll be dysfunctional, but we're going to pay you good, because you the only thing that's holding us true.
Like, again, and I agree with some of the points you're saying, but just to rebuttal just a tad bit, I think it's an accumulation of a lot of underlying factors. And the main thing in my mind is because I feel like he did sign a contract. He's bound to that. But in the same token, if you're signing under the guys that they're going to get you the help that you need, the
Going
coaching.
to, but go ahead.
Yes, but what do we do?
But it's professional. We always,
Right.
everybody know Deshaun came in a time where all the quarterbacks have paid his ways and they've been done wrong for him.
Right.
So he got to be able to say nope, just like he can do what he's doing now. He got to be able to see the stuff like what's coming and make those moves. You can't wait to now it's that. No, you.
But he can only go off of faith of what the front office is telling him.
Faith.
But think about it. It's just like a job. If your leadership is telling you something, and you're like, okay, but you're going under the assumption that they're going to do the proper things in order for you to succeed. So in saying all of that, I just feel like that he made some decisions going forward in this space now that he needs to do what's best for Deshaun futuristically, because he is a top 5 quarterback. No
Top
question
three.
about it.
Top three. I would, yeah.
Exactly. So a couple of places that I think, and I know this is going to get a kind of a laugh out of you, me being a Steelers fan, but hear me out. Hey, that's a perfect opportunity. Now you got Haskins there. This is what I'm saying. You got Haskins right there. Ben is in his transition phase to go forward right out into the sunset. Okay, the Watt brothers. We all know they want to play together. You got 2 sitting in Pittsburgh right now. I mean, the writing's on the wall, baby. If I just sit there, the writing is there. They would have to give up quite a bit, but as long as they keep the core stable, as far as really all they need is Claypool. I said, like you said, I'm gonna take your word. I said what I said.
Okay.
You keep Claypool, and you have Deshaun, a scrambling quarterback who has a dead eye. He can fit it in tight pockets. That's all Claypool needs. Okay. You get what I'm saying? And they got a top 5 line right there. They're gonna draft a running back, I'm sure. But anyway, like I said, when you got those Watt boys there, TJ can add some. Not TJ, excuse me. JJ can add some more pressure to the Houston franchise as well. He can be like, look, man, so on and so forth. I'm gonna play my brothers regardless.
Okay.
You feel me?
Okay.
So one way or another, if they send TJ to Houston, for Deshaun with some draft picks, I think that could happen. But the more sensible trade or destination, I think, is probably going to be Carolina. I think Carolina's got the capital. They got the draft picks that they can send to Houston to be able to get Deshaun there. And I think Deshaun will be happy when you got more, you got some CMC. CMC's coming back healthy. What better way to accentuate CMC's characteristics, his pros, even in the fantasy aspect, when you got somebody like a Deshaun Watson who can scramble, who he can feel pressure coming from wherever the case may be, hit him on a slant, CMC's going. It's going to be hard to beat that combo. So to me, I think that's probably, in a nutshell, going to be the best scenario.
You want Joe Montana, Dan Marino in Pittsburgh. He want Barry Sanders,
Jerry Rice.
Yes. The Hogs from the Washington offense. He want everybody that's been great, that's a Hall of Famer, to be on the Pittsburgh. So so I'm not even gonna rebuttal that. But him going to Carolina, they do have the assets for him. But I think anywhere he goes, he's gonna be great. It doesn't matter. It's all pick your poison because he's so great. You seen what he did with those lesser receivers he get once Will Fuller went out for the steroids.
Agreed.
So either way, Deshaun Watson is a great quarterback. I just want him to get the process of. That's why you sign 1-year deals. That's why 1-year deals or not so long distance deals is good, because sometimes franchise changes and you got to be able to make the move. But you don't sign 5 years and want to get off. It's just a bad thing. So I just want to say that. Guys, thank you for tuning in to Debate Night. We're gonna continue to do this, guys. Hey, don't forget to comment and subscribe to get these videos out in the algorithm. I think this is going to be a nice boost for my channel. I appreciate my guest here, Matt from Fantasy Headliners, coming in and doing this debate with me. Y'all been asking about him. He's finally here. I got him there. I had to do a lot. I don't know. I had to give him $1 million to get him here.
Right.
So I like to thank, and I also like to thank Begin Editing too for coming here and helping me do this production, guys.
Yes.
They did a really great job. So guys, this it was easy win, but that's neither here nor there.
Whoa. Just the beginning, right? You know what I'm saying? We got plenty more coming for y'all. But again, TD, I appreciate, the invite. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep doing this thing. And also, y'all check me out on Twitter at Matt Galloway 34. Go to FantasyHeadliners.com. Got a great team over there, Jake and Kyle. Everybody, man, Chris, Ethan, whole bunch of great guys over there, good talent. Check us out. We got draft guys. We got a lot of things, so check it out, FantasyHeadliners.com. And your boy got some fire articles on there, so check me out.
Also, guys, I got Patreon coming. I got a lot of new content coming out for you. So my brand is going to be growing, guys. Sky's the limit. I'm going to be doing interviews, anything you can think of, just like ESPN. So, guys, thank you for tuning in. Y'all have a blessed day. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Also, subscribe to this channel because I'm going to keep giving you cutting edge information and debates like this. Have a blessed day.
Peace.